Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Mama Brick here. I told you I was going to make chicken cordon bleu. Now, I do it with a little bit of a twist. I don't use a béarnaise sauce or a hollandaise sauce on my cordon bleu. I do it with a lemon dill sauce. But I have a cheat, like I told you, and that is this package right here that I'm going to show you. Now, I don't follow the instructions on this package because I think it says a half a cup of butter, or I believe on the back of this. Yeah, half a cup of butter, and then you mix it in. I don't do that. I just use, for what I'm making tonight, I'm going to use half of the powder that's in here, and I just use a couple teaspoons of butter. And then I poach the chicken in some water, and you'll see that as I go along. So you don't have to follow the recipe exactly to this. I guess if you're making it for like 8 people, you could do that. But I'm only making it for 2, so I'm cutting everything down. I still wouldn't use that much butter in this sauce. You just don't need it because it's a rich dish anyways with the cheese and the ham. So I'm going to take you along and show you how this works. I'm going to cut up the chicken. I already washed it and I put lemon on it. So it's just been sitting here waiting for me to get ready to do this for the last 5 minutes. So I'm all set up. So here we go. Okay, guys, I'm going to apologize. What I had done is I beaten up an egg, and I have a flour mixture here. So I took the 2 chicken breasts, and I rolled into the 2 chicken breasts, which are here, but the video wasn't on. So I did do it. I just took a piece of ham and I put a piece of Swiss cheese on top, and I made a little log out of it. And then I stuffed it inside the 2 chicken breasts that I had butterflied. Now here I have them with egg wash on it, and then some flour and salt and pepper that's in the egg wash. That's it, guys. It's that simple. Now I'm going to fry them up just for a couple minutes on each side. And then I'm going to pour the sauce over it, and I poach it with a lid on it just for like 15 minutes. This is a 30-minute meal, guys. It's not a hardcore meal at all. I really apologize that you didn't get to see me butterflying the chicken, but I think you get the idea. You just take a chicken breast, you use a nice sharp knife, you cut it open, and then you take the little log of the Swiss cheese and the ham. So basically what it is I'm taking a piece of Swiss cheese like that, pretend this is the piece of ham, and I apologize, and you just roll it like so. And then you stuff it in between the butterflied chicken, and then you stick 2 toothpicks on one on each side. That's it. It's pretty basic. Okay, so and you know what else happened, guys? I had a really this should have been on videotape because it was funny. I was trying to get the toothpicks out, and it came out all right. So I got a whole plate of toothpicks here. So here's the jar. I was shaking it, and it came all over it. But at least it fell all over the plate. So I didn't need this many toothpicks. I needed 4, 2 for each one. Now, when you do have your guests, please tell them that, you know, there's toothpicks in this, because it's something when they cut in, they might not get it, and it could be dangerous. And the toothpicks are only this big, but, you know, I put one in there, one on that side, and the same for this. So I'm going to get my pan heated up. I'm also going to make a roast potato. So I have finger potatoes that I'm going to do. Now, I parboiled them only because it makes it quicker for your 30-minute meal. You could parboil them the night before. It doesn't really matter. It takes like 5 minutes because they're small potatoes. But it makes it really easy to bake in the oven. So the oven's on right now at 350. I have a tiny little bit of water in there, and I'm going to show you. So here's my little finger potatoes that I'm going to make. See the little bit of water that's in there? Now with that, I'm just going to move this to the side. With that, I like to add salt and pepper, of course, and I add, because I'm a curry freak, about a teaspoon of curry and about a teaspoon of Montreal steak spice, which is just seasoning spice, right? Now, if you don't live in Canada, I've seen it actually in LA, the Montreal steak spice, so it's getting more popular. So I just sprinkle that on, and I take my fork and I mix it around a little bit, because there is water in this pan, like maybe 3 teaspoons of water. And that's just so they steam a little bit. Now, these aren't cooked all the way through, guys. You could add a couple gobs of butter. I don't, because I'm going to pour some sauce, or I can have some nice sour cream on top of this. So I'm not going to add any butter to this whatsoever. So what I do is I just put a little piece of tin foil on that for about 15 minutes while I'm making the chicken, and then I'll take it off and brown them up and get them all nice and golden brown. So now I'm going to get over to the pan and do the chicken for you guys so you can watch me do that, okay? Just going to get set up and turn it on. Okay, so now I'm ready to fry up the chicken that I have here. Now, I just put about a teaspoon, maybe a little bit more in butter into a frying pan. And the reason I'm using butter because the recipe is, you know, we got butter in the sauce. I also cut up some green beans and I just put them in a pot with just a slight bit of water, which I will just steam because I don't like my green beans like soft. I like them a little bit with a little bit of al dente on it. So the chicken here is it's waiting for me to start. I have a lid over here because I'm going to put the lid onto this chicken after I've browned it a little bit. So the pan's warm now. It's not too hot. I have it on like a medium high, I guess. And I just browned both sides of that. Okay. This really is a lovely dish and it doesn't take long to make at all. I'm just going to wash my hands. I like to keep my hands clean for everything. Wipe up my little mess here. Now I've already melted down a couple teaspoons of butter and I added the sauce in here. And if you have a microwave, you can do it in there. I don't own a microwave, guys, so I just don't really use one. So not that I can't buy one, I just don't want one. So I just mix up a little bit of that powdered sauce that I showed you. So I do about maybe 2 or 2.5 tablespoons of the sauce. And then I do mix it in the butter. Now I'm going to add some water into this after it browns a bit. Another little thing I like to do, because I'm a lemon girl, I have grated the lemon that I used to clean the chicken with. Before I did that, I grated some lemon. So I'm going to add that into there. Just a little bit. So there's my lemon rind. There you go. I don't know where I'm showing it to you. There you go. Yeah. That's my lemon rind. Okay. So that's all. I get that all prepared. Another thing I do with mine is I add a few dried cranberries in because I like cranberries. Now, this is an option. You don't have to do this, but it makes it nice and it looks nice on the plate too. So I have my green beans on low. Just going to cook them up. The potatoes have been in for like 5 minutes now, but they were parboiled. I'm just going to let them steam for while I'm cooking this. And while I'm poaching it, then I'll take the tin foil off the potatoes. So this is a little high maybe. I'm going to turn this already. So there we go. There, it's turned. And I like to brown all the sides, okay? So I'll brown it up. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit till it gets nice and golden brown. Now, I know a lot of people use breadcrumbs or the panko breadcrumbs. I just don't feel I need the extra calories in it because, you know, it turns out just as nice. Now, there's a little bit of flour on the side here. Don't worry about that, guys, because it's all going to turn out just fine. Now, this dinner looks great on a plate, and I'm going to plate it after and show you guys how it looks. I had a really good day today, actually. I was busy. I watched a few of my favorite people on YouTube, and there's a gentleman I've been following, and it just his name just slipped my mind. Joel Woods, that's who it is. And I like following him. He's from the UK. I believe he lives just outside of London. But I just really, really enjoy watching him. He doesn't really do much, but he just talks about his life. And he's been going for some auditions for a Nutella commercial and something else. But I really do enjoy him. So the chicken's now brown on both sides. Just a little bit. I'm just going to turn this one sideways a little bit so it gets a little bit on the side too. Now this chicken's definitely not cooked through. It's just browned. As you see, it's very pink in there still. Okay. I don't have the cameras overhead like they do, you know, in the cooking videos and all that. And the 3 different cameras, I think I talked about that earlier. I was making jokes about it. It'd be nice if I had all that, but I don't, you know. It's all good. Tomorrow, if it's not really busy, I'm going to try to go thrifting. And if I get to, I'm going to videotape that, of course. Okay, so now this is getting a little brown here. I have some water that I have here. I'm going to just pour a little bit in. There you go, just a touch. That was like maybe a teaspoon. Okay, I just don't want my butter to burn. Now, I'm going to pour a little more in now. And I'm going to pour the sauce that I made in too. Now, I just stir it as I go and pour it over top because I'll turn this one time for sure. So you dump all that in together. Now, just mix it up with a fork all the way around because it has a little bit of water in there. Okay, now this I'm going to cover with the lid for like probably 6 or 7 minutes. So I have it on medium right now, and I'm covering it for 6 or 7 minutes. And then the green beans will be done by then. I'm going to open the oven up and take the tin foil off the potatoes so they get nice and golden brown. So we're not even 15 minutes in yet, guys. Okay, so this has been cooking like for about 4 minutes now. Now, I just added about another quarter cup of water in there, and I threw the cranberries in as well. So basically, it's poaching in the sauce, and I want you to really see that. Okay, so that's what it's doing right now. And my green beans are just about done at the back. The potatoes, they're probably looking really good. Yeah, they're getting nice and brown. You can smell that curry in here. Now, you don't have to put curry on the potatoes. I'm just a curry girl, so I like to add it on, okay? I'm going to turn off my green beans, and I'll let them poach a little bit in that little bit of water that they're in. They're getting soft, and that's about all I like in it. Now, I'll add a little bit of pepper maybe to that, probably no salt. So this is going to be about another 5 minutes while this is poaching down. And I just wait till the sauce gets kind of thick, and then I'm done. Really, and then it's just plate time. So I will show you once I plate it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Sorry about the mix-up with the butterfly and the chicken, but it's life. It happens. I'm new and I don't have my camera crew here. Ha ha. Okay, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Don't forget to put the notification bell on too. See you later. Sexy time. See you in about, I'd say, 5 minutes. Okay, I've plated it all up. I timed myself doing this and including butterfly and the chicken that you guys missed. It took me 27 minutes to cook it and everything. So that's plated. So that's my version of chicken cordon bleu with a lemon dill sauce, roasted potatoes, and green beans. You can do green beans almondines, but I just poured some of the sauce over from the cranberries on there. I was just laughing at myself because I was taking a picture for Instagram. And I was thinking, boy, doing food porn is a lot of work, like to set up, because I'm used to just cooking and I can just whiz through the kitchen like nothing. I'm not used to, plating it all. Well, I plate it like this, but I'm not used to making it all so it looks, like you can see it all better on TV. So anyways, thanks for following along. I hope you enjoy this. It's not a hard recipe. I don't really have a recipe. What I did is what I do is what I said I just did. There's nothing different. The only part that you did miss was butterfly and the chicken breast, but all you do is cut that in half really, really nicely. And that's about really the only thing you missed. And me dipping it in some egg and then in some flour. It's not like it's hard or anything like that. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, I will demonstrate that again for you. And I'm sure I'll make something that I have to butterfly again anyway. So enjoy. I'm going to enjoy my dinner. Bon appetit to myself. I have my napkin and my knife ready to go sit down and have my dinner here. Had a long day. And I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. And please like and subscribe. Have a great evening, guys.